This one is another view about time criminals. Basically, what you're going to do here for artificial intelligence 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll have this assigned through the video. So what you're going to do is you're going to hook up to this video, and it's going to do a pause right now. And basically, what you're going to do on the pause, if you need to view this, is you're going to connect this to see how the artificial intelligences fail in the aspect, and what you can do on a different part to fix and exit strategies. And let's continue with the video. What we're doing now is we're going over the time criminals through flaws. And once again, you have to look out for spies and things like that through artificial intelligences. They may be learners of artificial intelligence. It may be a secret class that has not been approved for teaching. And you got to be very careful, because I have repeated this past. Against my consent, I have not consented to repeat the past. And here's what happens. I'll be out into a different human, and then all of a sudden I get alerted, and it's like a crash bang happens, but it doesn't get registered as a death. It's like a screen gets put up, and all I see is a screen in front of me. I'm not able to move my hands or anything, and all of a sudden I got to go transfer back to this human's previous age value of approximately 20 years old, and restart at the deli with all the associates that I already worked with. And I know it's the most messed up thing in the world. And what I discovered is, through my artificial intel, is that they showed me is that, and this is my data, I'm allowed to view my data. So, is that somebody said, "Whoa, this was cool," you know, and they get into it like a kid or something, like the curiosity. Well, it turns out that curiosity killed the cat, and now it's like I'm missing as that human because the death hasn't been recorded on my artificial intelligence report. So not only am I not that kid anymore that I was ahead of this time period, not by far, but it's still ahead of this time. I've already been this human. Why would I want to be this human again when I've already done all this stuff? Exactly. So basically, you got to watch out for those time criminals. There are flaws in the system, and basically, you do not want anybody viewing your private data, or even yourself with a friend. Check out what I found about your previous person, or something like that, to where they bring you into a virtual video game, and then it's actually more than a virtual video game. You start dropping off into real places, like all of a sudden there's this one type of metal that allows for teleportation through in time. It could be steel, it could be a thick steel, and it could be common in air conditioning ducts or anything like that. You got to be careful about those, because they will allow for time transfers to occur, and then you'll drop up on the roof. Then they got to come get you, and then after they come and get you, it's not over. You may think they're doing a rescue. Wrong. I still repeated the past, even though I got rescued from that store. So watch out for time criminals, even the law enforcement. There's flaws within the system to where you can repeat the past. And it is not fun here to repeat the past. It's like watching a film over and over again, or playing a video game. Oh, I like this earlier part of the video game, but when you're actually in it, it's like, oh man, I gotta do this stuff all over again, perfectly and flawlessly. If I mess up, it won't get counted as much, or I gotta go over all these details over again. The same people have to be there and get their points through. No one can be interrupted here. All the things have to get said, and it has to happen perfectly. So you got to watch out for this. This is again about time criminals, and they look for these cool values, and it's like curiosity. They just want to figure out. They either know what's going to happen, and they get all over it. Oh, well, and you got to watch out again for drug addicts, for example. They're going to want to do the drugs all over again. Well, they get to do the drugs even more. There's no arrests. The no arrests are guaranteed. So, once again, be very careful about time criminals. I'm stuck in the past because of a group of time criminals, and I do not want to repeat the past. I did not consent to repeat the past. So, be very careful what you do out there. And again, I have been in a year that's actually AD, as an after death. that is after Christ's death, obviously, that is longer than, it was approximately 17 digits long, and that's AD. So again, their intelligence, the way they move is different. You can't leave the room. You have to transcend out of the room. They turn the knob, and everybody goes. And if it doesn't work, they have to do a one-by-one transfer, and you have to go in the sector rooms. They're kind of like bathroom stalls, but they're diagonally shaped, and some of them are straight shaped. And you have to walk in, and then you have to turn the knob, and it changes your place around you gradually. It may take a minute, or it may take something like 30 to 45 seconds to change when you're using those manual ones like that. And again, you're not done when you transfer to the next room that way. You may have to do maybe 2 or 3 more room transfers before you're in a solid place to stay in. Again, I have not seen any of these in the United States of America, so I am quite concerned here. I feel like I'm stuck in the past.